What's happened?
Not shit. So what happened? What do you have to say about Tonka? I saw some of your stream earlier, but I guess you can just repeat it if you want.
I ain't reading that fucking script again. That
Well,
was a
okay.
fucking
Well, give
band.
us a summation.
Synopsis. Cliff
The
notes.
fucking tell them failure, disavow, all that fucking shit.
That's a very short synopsis.
Look, I was fucking on board. I was ready to fucking go up and the fight and all this shit. By the way, the fucking corner man thing, the license and all that shit, I was never fucking told shit about that. Just to
Oh, really?
answer that question. Yeah, no.
He never asked you to be his corner man.
No, I was never fucking told about a fucking license or a fee or any of that shit.
But were you asked to go down there with him?
Up. I'm in Miami, but yeah, I was supposed to go up, and do that shit. Yeah.
Did he say anything about like, oh, we'll stay together, or this is where I'm staying?
From what he said, the promoter had a hotel room booked.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding was that the promoter was giving reimbursement, and that the athletes or competitors actually booked their own accommodations. I don't know if maybe, but
well, you got to talk to them. I wasn't in.
Yeah,
I wasn't in all that shit, man.
So you pretty much cut ties with Tonka Saw tonight on your stream. What led you to do that?
What do you mean? What led me to do this? This is a fucking L, man. Like I'm fucking taking an L as far as being on that team, because it should have been fucking in order. There should have been a fucking fight.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, I don't see how any objective person or just anybody with a brain is just not completely willing to go all the way in the tank for Tonka can look at this and not call this a massive fuck up and a massive L. Even if you take him at his word that he actually wanted to fight, which many people are not. Changing your name, I think it was the 12th?
The worst fucking time to do it.
Yeah, what are you doing? And then you didn't even sign a legal name on the document, which means the contract itself is not even enforceable, the first one. So, I don't know. It's just complete. I think, needless to say, probably doing the right thing, cutting ties with old Tonka there.
By the way, I'm sure plenty of people ain't fucking happy that I'm here. Plenty of people in your regular audience ain't happy that I'm here. But the whole thing with this fucking the IBS fucking shit was supposed to be fucking people actually talking to each other. It turned into fucking people not even yelling from the opposite sides of the fucking street. Like it was a fucking thing where people didn't even fucking talk anymore.
By the way, some of our contacts here at StreamMe saying it looks as if the majority of everything is stable again. We'll continue to relay what the devs say, and they understand the frustration. So that's a little update on the side issues. Okay, so you saw a little bit of, I guess you saw probably all of Tonka's appearance on Ricada last night. We ended up kind of jumping into that stream ourselves. I only went on for a second just to kind of tweak him a little bit. But what did you think of his performance last night? Was there anything noble about what he said or did on that program?
I think Nick gave him an opportunity to be honest, and instead of just being honest, he was, 20% blame, and didn't. The first thing that should have been said was fucking sorry to the fucking fans that wanted to see this fight.
Yeah, well, and look, we're still going to make fun of him. We were still going to rag on him for sure. But if he had came out and just said, look, it's my fault, I'm sorry. And really the people he needs to be apologizing to are there's not that many Kumite viewers anymore, but several of them actually booked accommodations, spend a lot of money out of pocket. These, I don't know that maybe they're independently wealthy, some of these people, but I doubt it. And that's a pretty big blow to the old pocketbook. I saw one of the retards over there saying, well, I had trip insurance. I just got my money back. No big deal. Well, yeah, not everybody did. Some people maybe took vacations around this, or like Nick Ricada said, he had to set up, babysitters for his brood of children there. It's not just as simple, oh, I just got my money back. No big deal. It's just, I don't know. Some of these people are so deep in the tank for this guy. I've described it as a cult-like mentality over there with the way he disavowed. He just threw AP under the bus for no logical reason whatsoever. And I know you talked about that a little bit earlier. Do you see it the same way, as it's almost like a cult? And if you go against Tonka, sure. I mean, you're never gonna. You don't have to cut ties with them anymore. Just being on this program saying these things tonight, I don't think you have to worry about the old Tonka trucks reuniting with you. But
there are still a lot of people that fucking will just go with whatever is said, and to them I'll say, dude, if you actually want to fucking stay around, if you actually want to fucking have fun on this fucking shit, just do your own thing, because you know, he ain't internet people. He could disconnect whenever he fucking wants. Meanwhile, the people that actually wanted to do this, fucking, they're stuck, you know? Like, I wanted to fucking do this. I never wanted to fucking be huge. I just wanted to have my fucking little fucking rinky-dink channel and watch stupid videos, and it went to the point where I didn't even have that anymore, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just being associated with this guy in any way whatsoever, and you really didn't even go on the Kumite that much anymore. But just the it's poison being associated with this guy, and loyalty to him is kind of a one-way street, I've noticed as well. And if you just mildly go against
Dude, I haven't really listened to his show. I don't think he's streamed in a while since the AP thing. My fucking thing has just been going to the fucking gym and losing fucking. It's been 88 pounds now. Fucking listening to my fucking Hall and Oates playlist. That's what I've been up to.
You know more about the AP situation, right? And why did he like AP's? He used to go on the Kumite all the time and provide.
Because he didn't go against Andy.
That's literally it.
Yeah,
that and Unknown Archive played a video clip of Tonka wrestling, and because AP was in the chat, he basically took offense to AP even being in the chat watching that. Later, people informed him, no, AP was actually telling Unknown, like, hey, I'm not here to see Tonka. Fucking take him off the screen. I don't want to see that. And yeah, he just banned his YouTube accounts. And when AP tried to like ask, hey, why the fuck am I banned? Not like that. He just asked, why am I banned here? He got banned again, and people started asking him, why'd you ban AP? And they just went into fucking dead air mode, which I found like really shitty. Like the shitty part is the people that are in that circle, the co-host and everything, don't think that he did anything wrong against AP. They think that AP overreacted.
Really?
Well, all the co-hosts there are new blood, so to speak, except Vamp, which Vamp's going to defend him. I mean, he could go out and rape somebody, and she's going to defend it. Doesn't matter, honestly. She's going to defend anything Tonka ever does. I've never heard her legitimately criticize Tonka for anything. Have you?
Wait, can you hold on? Can you ban Paul Kersey? He's fucking talking bad about Hall and Oates. Fuck you, man.
But no, seriously, have you ever heard her say anything in his general direction?
She's done it in private, but she won't do it publicly.
Well, I don't know. I've just not seen it. So it's just, she seems like she defends everything. And then you have Akagen and Leaf and all these weirdos. AP was around back when the Kumite was actually, good and watchable. And a lot of people who were still around still liked AP. So when he threw him under the bus, people, old fans of theirs were saying, what in the fuck? Like, even they could see something was up with this when you start doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
A lot of people over there are gonna hate me. I ain't trying to fucking start war. I just need to fucking get away from that shit. I'm tired of fucking answering for, what other people do,
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Now, there are a few. We'll take some calls, too. You open to taking some calls?
Yeah.
All right, a few. I'm gonna look through these super chats. I'm gonna read them all, but there's a couple critical ones, and we'll give you those. Never Snarf says, after months of Donga being a dickhead, now that failure can't make an excuse to defend him, he decides to bounce. Now, what do you say to that criticism?
That I have no fucking any excuse. I basically have to fucking concede that there was way too much shit to even make any excuses, I think people that do like him, like you've talked to him, Ralph.
Yeah,
he's a likable guy.
I mean, he can be.
Yeah.
But to me, there's different Tonkas. You know what I mean? You could be talking to him about wrestling or pop culture or whatever, or having a laugh, and yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, I enjoy talking to this guy. But then if you somehow cross him or he thinks you're encroaching on him, he'll, his stance changes. He definitely likes to get dirt on people and stuff like that too. I don't know. I won't go all into it, but yeah, I think that there's different Tonkas. And if he thinks you're an enemy of his or something like that, it changes. And he says he's not internet people and this and that, but I've never seen anybody more sensitive to commentary on them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. It makes sense.
I understand responding and getting upset if somebody talks shit, but us, for instance, on this program, we didn't really go at him that hard, and we kind of. I won't say gave him a pass because we still talked about some of his dumb shit, but we weren't anti-Tonka. And a lot of people in the audience actually said, "What the fuck? The Killstream's soft on this guy. He's full of shit. Why aren't you trashing him?" And I guess it was misplaced loyalty, so to speak, and that was why. And so I don't know. I just don't think he's on the level. You know what I mean?
You just called him. So there was a super chat in your stream, and you said that he was a serial. They asked if he was a serial liar, and you agreed with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where he's been caught in lies or just saying stuff that was misinformation or just a mistake or whatever, and instead of just owning up and being like, "Yeah, I was wrong," it deflects into something else.
Yeah, I think he's a pathological liar. I actually do. And just lying about things that are easily verified as lies, too.
Yeah.
Like he was saying the Warpath Worski show was getting 10,000 viewers and just stuff out of control. He was saying our show was getting 250 viewers before the Monday Mass stream, and which is just untrue.
Well, you saw it with the Nick thing as far as when Nick called him out on the whole thing about the leg lock, knee, elbow thing.
Yeah, that too. Like, why would you lie about that? The promoter's not going to cover that lie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and he's very approachable. I mean, you just messaged him, and especially Andy, he talking to him all the time because he was going to be on the card. It's like, why do you think you'd be able to get away with saying something like that?
It could have simply been a thing where you say, "I thought this was from Andy. I was wrong." But it's like the fucking wrong word can't fucking escape his mouth.
Well, and that's another thing. He has and it goes with the apology thing, I guess, too. He really doesn't want to own up to. I don't know that I've heard him own up to a mistake. I can't think of one off the top of my head, anyway.
Even last night, he was trying to deflect it, and saying it's only 20% his fault.
Yeah, it's like, what?
His fault.
When you're trying to be an internet god, you can't be wrong.
Well, look, dude, I've been wrong. I've made mistakes on this program. I just talked about one of them just a second ago. I mean, humans make mistakes. That's normal. And I understand sometimes you don't want to apologize or whatever. Maybe you don't always apologize, but being unable to even acknowledge some missteps doesn't mean you have to go in there and do a mea culpa and just, oh God, I'm so sorry. But even being able to look at yourself critically in any way, I don't know.
Failure. Do you regret backing up some of his lies?
Yeah, I regret not calling out a lot of things to him directly. Like here's the thing: that script and everything. A lot of those things I should have just fucking said it to him. But you know why I didn't just sit down and have that talk to him and fucking put that all out there to him?
Why?
He would have just talked around me. He would have just fucking convinced me, like, no, stick around. Everything's gonna still be good. The fight's gonna still happen. And it's like, you don't get it. Like, one thing I didn't bring up: moving the fight to another state does not make up for all the fucking people that still paid to go to that fucking Knoxville, fucking Tennessee fight.
Yeah. By the way, Kevin Logan is gonna come on. I asked him and I said, "Do you know anything about Tonka?" And he said, "I know he's a massive pussy." And I said, "Good enough." That's good enough. That's good enough, Kev. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, just join the green room. We'll pull you on. Oh, Tonka. Now, by the way,
Mhm.
I talked. Let me see. Is Kevin in there? Let me see. Well, we'll see if he gets on. I talked to Andy Worski before the program. He said he sent you a super chat during your stream. Did you see the super chat?
Yeah, I did.
Could you tell the audience? Do you remember like the general gist of what it was, or?
I would have to look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. It was something along the lines of yeah, just give me 1 second, I'll find it.
Okay. I just wanted to read it out for the audience if you could find it. If not, I mean, we know the
gist of it.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, the stream does seem to be stable now. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud, but I was kind of curious. I did see Tonka and Crowd. This is according to the anti-bully over there on Twitter. Tonka and Crowd hanging out in voice chat. Ralph's stream constantly going down. Yeah.
Let's see. It says banned on main channel, but respects on that one apology. Remember, Tonka tried to destroy my life with that garbage and other things. Would you not snap on a guy like you who didn't defend me? Perhaps we will talk later. That was in reference to the whole pedophile thing. I never agreed with the fucking pedophile thing. I should have fucking spoken up about it. Like, that's some fucking shit that you gotta have some fucking evidence if you're gonna fucking put that shit out there,
Well, and Andy, as we were, we talked right before the show, he said, it's more than just internet shit talk when you take it to the pedophile level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes it to a life ruination type thing where it's even beyond your internet business or whatever you want to call it, your internet career, into this. That stuff's going to be out there forever. That could bleed over into your relationships, into your future job, IRL job prospects. It's a pretty serious thing to throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
And Worski actually talked to me, and he said if you were willing to sit down with him and acknowledge at least why he was so upset, and maybe some of the things you did around the pedophile thing, and not calling that out forcefully enough, that he would be willing to talk to you, and perhaps if the call went well, give you your money back when he gets paid next month. That's what he told me. He told me I was authorized to put that out there as well.
Here's the thing is, I'm not trying to fucking have a yelling argument, Like, I'm not trying to fucking have a battle. The whole fucking reason to fucking walk away from the Tonka thing was I'm trying to fucking get away from shit, The thing with Worski, there's still a lot that needs to be fucking talked out between us, Like, I still ain't fucking happy with the dude on a lot of things.
Well, you might have some things too, but I guess the main thing he was wanting some acknowledgement on is, could you understand why he was so upset? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I should have fucking spoken up. And that was fucking.
And that these are former friends of his out there, kind of putting this pedo thing, out into the ether. Maybe you weren't doing it yourself, but you were there on the program and not really standing up forcefully for him. And I guess the main acknowledgement he was looking out for was, could you see where he was coming from, and could you, kind of accept that?
No, yeah, I could see. You don't want to be fucking called a pedo in public, that's for sure. Especially with no evidence like that. Yeah.
So you're willing to talk to him and perhaps put all that to bed. Perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it won't. But to just get on a call with him and try to just maybe you won't be besties again. But yeah.
No, I doubt we'll ever fucking be besties. But yeah.
You could maybe still be friends. You never know. But it might not be the same as it was. Sometimes when you go through that type of break, it's kind of hard to get it back to that old level.
Yeah, but one thing I learned from this is internet friends avoid that shit like the fucking plague.
Well, yeah, never say never too. That's another thing. I heard you talk about this on your show earlier, saying you were seeing some of the stuff we said last night about what things were like a year ago. versus what they're like today. Some of the downfalls, some of the rises. That's really something it would have been very hard to predict.
Mm-hmm. No,
like,
for sure.
Almost impossible. All right, I'll take a few calls. Let's see. How about this, Zidane? You just pick some people, throw them in.
Okay. Medicurist, you're on the air.
Oh, hey guys. I wasn't expecting that, but
well, you made
how
the
y'all
video,
doing?
Right?
Oh, yeah, I did make the video. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Failure! What's up, Failure? I have no hate for Failure. As I said to you on the stream, I appreciate you kicking V. That was the highlight for me on the heel stream.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're coming to your senses a bit late, a bit six months late, later than the rest of us. But I'm glad you're coming to your senses, and shitting on Tonka a little bit. You were a bit mild there on your stream, though, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, just a smidge. One thing I noticed, by the way, I forgot that my anytime I get like a super chat or a donation, I forgot that my GIF was Brock Lesnar throwing a guy in a wheelchair down the stairs.
Oh, you know what? I was actually driving, and when I'd be stopped at a stoplight or something, I was just, laughing in the chat, making some comments, and I wanted to make a comment about that it happened to be Brock pushing, I forgot who was in the wheelchair now, but it's a famous.
It was Zach Gowen.
Yeah, Zach Gowen pushing the wheelchair down the steps, which was pretty perfect imagery there. You're saying that wasn't
on that one?
Yeah, I can find it.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. That was not on purpose.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, you could go to my old fucking streams. That's always the gift that I use for that.
You should just take. All right, Medicers, by the way, thank you for calling in, and thank you for making that very very good intro video that we played.
And glad you guys like it. Thanks Zidane, thanks Ralph, thanks Gator. I hope you guys have a really good time. Zidane, I'm gonna stay tuned to your stream. You're covering it, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't think there's gonna be anything there.
Oh no, we're still
we'll make something. Okay, you guys make something.
All right, thank you, Medicers. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, I see someone else here. Let me change the audio just a little bit. Okay, Mr. Kevin Logan, how you doing, sir? I think you're muted though.
He is. Gotta unmute, and he'll be good to go.
Yeah. Well, we'll see whenever he unmutes. I'm kind of interested about Kev's take on Tonka. Now, originally last night it was supposed to be Logan and Winters on here. We really weren't. We were going to do Tonka, the recording for the first half, and then just laugh at him a little bit, and then bring them on. And it kind of all got scooped by the Tonka destruction. Otaku Bullfrog says, did Tonka change his name because he's transitioning? The idea is to... Oh, I already read that one, but I'll finish. The idea is to acquire a pussy, not become one. Let's see, where am I at? Level Best says, I fell asleep right before Coach Kino did. Missed the fireworks, press Z. Woke Center Left says, couple of issues to clear the air. Why did Warski wait until the last minute to get his blood work in? Why was Tim taking care of Warski's fight license but not Donga's? The reason he was taking care of Warski's fight license is because he was an out-of-country competitor. So the promoter apparently handles all that when it's an out-of-country guy. So that's why. And Warski he wasn't late with it. He got an extension on the blood, and so did Tonka. But he actually got his in after the extension, and Tonka turned in blood with a different name than the one he had on the contract, which is something that, illegally speaking and commission-wise, they can't accept that.
Did he explain that to you, Failure, at all? Like why he chose that moment to change his name?
No. I wasn't even aware that happened.
Because he signed the wrong name or a different name on the contract in November, and then didn't apply to have a name change until a couple days before.
I wasn't even aware that happened, by the way, we're down.
Yeah, no, I see that. Okay. Failure, I guess just final thoughts on everything. What you're going to do for the future. You already said that you're willing to talk to Warski, and at least try to, settle that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fucking go back to my little fucking corner. I might be starting a show with AP soon. Maybe like 2 times a week. Try to be a little bit more entertaining. I've been lacking that fucking shit, and keep losing the weight because I tired of being a fucking fat.
Yeah, congratulations, man. I saw you lost 87 pounds, man. Just keep up the hard work.
It's 88 now, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I lost 100 while I was in jail. Like I said, I gained about 30 of those back, but yeah, you just have to keep at it, man. And I wish you the best. Thank you for coming on the Killstream.
Yeah, man. Solid.
It's been a while. It's been a while since you've been here, man.
Yeah, I'm sure some people. Well, I see plenty of people in the chat that ain't happy I'm here, but
well, yeah,
a different. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Later, Philly.